Hello, my name is Carolyn Weesey, and my critical issue that I was assigned to for the live debate this semester is to believe in and stand up for standardized testing. This was a very hard topic for me because I have many friends and family who work in the school system, and I listen closely to the pros and cons when they're discussing standardized testing. Not only do teachers, students, and parents question the standardized tests, but so do the lawmakers and education reformers. This is why standardized testing is one of the most controversial issues in the educational system, in the past as well as today. Knowing that standardized testing has been around since the mid-1800s and has grown even stronger since the beginning of the 20th century, and is still here today, means that they are a reliable source of data for the educational system. Because if they were not, they would not be so widespread, and they would not be around the world and taken so seriously. Today, when someone says the word standardized testing, most people think of the state test, like the FCAT. But there are other forms of standardized testing. For example, the ACT and the SAT. But here in the United States, the use of standardized testing skyrocketed when the No Child Left Behind Act went into effect in 2002. The results show that 93% of the studies found students testing include the large-scale standardized test to have a positive effect on student achievement. Standardized testing is also very simple and it's cost-effective for the educational system, and it can show taxpayers some form of accountability. I think that standardized testing is a great way of measuring and evaluating the growth of a student. With the scores from the test each year, teachers have a way of tracking the students' progress over the years, and this is done in a uniform way of comparing the results, since all students take the same test. These tests are ensuring that all students are learning the same basic skill requirements for reading, for writing, for math, and for science. And because everyone has the same test, you can see that they are inclusive and non-discriminatory because they ensure that the content and testing conditions are equivalent for every student. And this shows that these tests are not biased. Another great aspect for this test is that it also measures the accountability for the teachers in the school system. The people that say standardized testing is narrowing the curriculum in the school systems, they're wrong. These folks don't understand that these tests are focusing on important basic skills that all students need to master in order to move forward. Teaching to the test, it can be a good thing. It simply means focusing on essential content and skills, eliminating time-wasting activities that don't produce much learning gains in the classroom. If you're thinking that the tests are stressful for some students, you may be right. But keep in mind that the University of Arkansas did a study and found that the vast majority of students do not exhibit stress and have positive attitudes and feel that the standardized testing programs are fair. Something that you should keep in mind is that with stricter standards and increasing testing, we are better preparing school students for college and for the future of this country. I ask you these questions. If we don't use standardized testing as a form of accountability, then what should we use to determine if our students know the basic skills? Should these tests be used to reward or to punish a teacher? Who determines what qualifies our children as educated for graduation? And do you think that standardized tests are fair and objective in the way to measure our students' knowledge? Take a few minutes and think about that.